Hi friends, Kimberly Denise here, aka the Mind Doula, and I am coming here to share with you a couple of things. I discovered this powerful little book called The Wellness Book. The author is John Randolph Price several months ago, and it's been on my heart ever since I read that book. Here's what it looks like. It's this tiny little book right here. You can't really see it because of my light, but it's called The Wellness Book. He has a series of books. Another one is the Abundance Book and a bunch of other ones, which I also highly recommend. However, it's been on my heart to share this since I read it because it's super powerful. I think that it's exactly what you need if you're someone who is looking to cultivate a foundation, both mentally, spiritually, and energetically for healing yourself. So if you're somebody who is looking to experience healing in your life, in your body, specifically physically or mentally, and you want to tap into, what is the power that I have inside of me that can actually help me with this process? What's the divine intelligence within me that I can activate? What is this power? What is my capability to heal myself? Then I invite you to not only listen today, because I'm going to read you the introductory chapter, and then what I'm going to do for the next, I think there's like 8 chapters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be coming live right around this time every day to read each chapter to you guys, and we can have a discussion. We can talk about it. I can share with you my personal experiences with this information and these processes and these methods, and we can just hang out and discover and research together, because I think one of the most powerful things that we can do today is take our health into our own hands and realize that our body has self-healing consciousness within it, right? And with the help of plants, and with the help of mushrooms, and with the help of meditation and all these natural methods that come from the earth and come from within, we can literally reverse, I believe you can reverse anything that you are dealing with or that you are going through in your life and in your health. Hello to everyone who's hopping on. So let me read this introduction to you. I think you're going to be super inspired to tune in with me for the rest of the chapters. Bear with me as I'm doing this with one hand over here. I couldn't find my little tripod thing. So here's the introduction, okay? And again, it's called The Wellness Book by John Randolph Price. So it says, The Wellness Book is the third in the series of small, easy-to-carry volumes, a collection of my writings on health and healing, similar in style to the Abundance Book and the Success Book. Throughout the ancient wisdom texts, we read that ideal health is the natural way of life, that our physical bodies were created according to the perfect pattern and are maintained in wholeness from birth until it's time to make our transition to a higher plane of life. However, someone born with an affliction or one who has continued to suffer from some form of chronic disease may find that hard to believe. Bear with me for just 1 second. I'm going to see if I can set my phone down. I'll switch the angle that I'm at right here. See if I can set it down. I feel like I'm shaking the phone, and I don't want you guys to be all getting dizzy and stuff. Okay, here you go. Let me see. Where is my little... Let's see if I can set it up here on my book. What do I think about cannabis? I love cannabis. Yeah, I definitely use it intentionally here and there. I'm not a daily user of it. That's not something that I work with every single day, but it's in, it's a part of the medicine cabinet over here for sure. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, the fact of the matter is that when we took on form in the third dimensional experience, our bodies were perfect and we could come and go from one plane to another simply through the process of dematerialization and materialization. That sounds very interesting to me. But in time, we began to identify with our physical bodies, slowly entered the sleep state, and lost our conscious awareness of the truth that we are pure spiritual beings, forever one with the master vibration of perfection, our essential self. When death was created by the collective human mind as a way of dropping the physical body, we took our consciousness with us. And when we returned to this dimension through the process of reincarnation, we brought back the basic shape and tone of consciousness of our previous life experiences. If we had not realized our wholeness and perfection before, we came back to try again, perhaps bringing with us certain vulnerabilities to overcome. Could we not find that perfect pattern while on a higher plane? No, because our body was one of sculptured light rather than fleshly form. So we returned to this so-called material existence to awaken more fully to our divine consciousness, not only to realize physical perfection, but also to fully understand the beauty and fulfillment of our ideal relationships, ideal abundance, ideal success, and every other aspect of living the perfect life. And this is all accomplished through a deeper awareness, understanding. I'm going to replace that with understanding because I recently learned that that's not the best thing to say. So that's why I'm replacing it if I do replace it. And knowledge of who and what we are. It is an awakening to the truth of being, which must be done on the plane where we fell asleep, which is this earthly realm, right? Regarding physical healing and maintaining the body in wholeness, I not only believe that all things are possible, but that we already live in a state of physical perfection. Here's where it can get a little confusing, but just stay tuned and keep tuning in because we're going to discuss all this stuff. The body has no power to create sickness, and there is nothing in the outer world that can harm it. Therefore, in truth, there is nothing to heal in the physical system. It is our thoughts and emotions in the form of false beliefs that have superimposed a false pattern, an illusion that we judge to be discomfort, sickness, and disease. Accordingly, we focus on untying the knots of those beliefs and transforming reactive emotions into positive feelings of love, joy, and peace. In essence, when the points of friction in our energy field are healed, the body responds in a like manner, and we experience the revelation that the body vehicle is well and strong. It was all the time, but we were seeing a false body through emotional eyes and a distorted personal sense. We will look at different techniques, methods, and processes to change our attitudes about life on the material plane to lift your consciousness above the appearance of the maladies and illness, with the grand objective of realizing that there is only one presence and one power in the universe, the I of our divine identity. As we do that, the ideal life will be revealed to us, a life without karmic debts, discord, conflict, scarcity, failure, and certainly without afflictions, ailments, and infirmities. It's time to become whole and strong again as we were created to be so that we may fulfill our purpose for being. Let's begin now. So if that opens your eyes a little bit, if that gets your curiosity stirred up, or even if it triggers you a little bit, I want to invite you to keep on coming back, right? I'm going to read the whole book to you. It's a tiny little book, but we can read the whole thing, I think, in the next week or so, chapter by chapter, and have a discussion about this because it's a part of my mission to help people understand and comprehend that you have a divine intelligence within you that is doing a lot of things within your body, but that same intelligence, that if you're a parent, if you're a mother especially, same intelligence that forms our babies, right? Without our interaction. You know, when we form a baby, we don't every day have to focus on, oh my gosh, I got to make sure I make the brain now and I make this part and I make that part and all this stuff, right? There's an intelligence that does that. That same intelligence can help us to heal from the inside out, right? Can help us to overcome diagnosis and disease and illnesses and things that we're being plagued with in our mind or in our body or whatever, right? So it's a part of my mission to help you guys come to this realization, but it comes through knowledge, right? It comes through undoing of what we believed from the past. It comes from undoing the conditioning and the programming that was given to us by our families, whoever raised us, our upbringing, our childhood. You know, we came to know this world as it is by experiencing the environment that we were in while we were children. You know, we were taught that, you know, if something runs in the family, then it's inevitable that you're going to come down with it too. We were taught that it's normal to be sick with colds and flus every single year. A certain time of year, we were taught that it's just normal to be sick all the time. We're taught that it's normal to have issues and be on pharmaceutical medication, and that's just the way that it is. That's just our culture that we live in is complete, fine, and normal. We're taught that it's normal to be stressed out every day, to deal with anxiety every day, to have depression and have all these things. And I'm one of the ones that's saying like, hey, like that's not normal. And you can actually experience something. You can have inner peace. You can experience more abundance, more prosperity in your life. You can experience wholeness within your body, no matter what it is that you're going through. I believe that through your own personal journey. And here's how it happens, right? And then I'll wrap it up and then we'll talk tomorrow. What happens is you start to go on your own journey, and the plants and the mushrooms help to facilitate this and help to begin this journey for you, right? Because it's a journey of letting go of what you are not. It's a big journey of creating a new identity, because the current identity that you have right now, that's the one that has the depression. The current identity that you have, and when I say identity, I mean like subconscious identity, within yourself and your soul, in the subconscious mind. You believe yourself to be a certain way because of what you've experienced in the past. And that identity is going to express outwardly in your body and in your relationships and in your life and in every single area of life. That's how it works. So in order to change the external world that we're experiencing. We have to go inside and we have to make changes, just like he was talking about, changes in the spiritual, changes in the non-physical realm, changes in our energy, and changes in the energetic blueprint of our body, the blueprint of our life, the blueprint. Everything that you experience in your life has a blueprint, an energetic blueprint, a quantum blueprint. Your marriage, your relationship, your finances, your business, your body, your just everything has a blueprint. And if you go in and learn how to rewire that or rearrange that or change that for the results that you actually do want to experience, then you can experience what many people would call miracles, or what many people call abundance, or prosperity, or, you know, success, or healing, or whatever it is that you're desiring and feeling a nudge to, hey, you know, I wonder if this is possible for me. So I want to inspire you that yes, it is possible for you. And I encourage you to tune in over the next, let's see, I just read the intro. Let me see how many chapters it is exactly. We got an intro here. We got 1, 2. Yeah, it's 8 chapters, and they're super short, but we'll, you know, this is something you can tap into, and just my whole goal with this is to challenge what you currently believe and come tune into this and listen to this, just saying, okay, I'm going to challenge what I believe right now. And if I come up against something that's like, well, no, but I'm experiencing this, and no, but I believe that, and well, what I've had, just say, okay, well, let me just think about that. Let me just consider it. Let me just ruminate on it. Let me just carry it with me throughout the day and just ask. And then all you have to do to be revealed truth is just be open to the truth. But so many of us were just so stuck in the experiences that we've had and the things that have happened in the past that we don't become open enough for that seed of truth to really even germinate in our life or in our mind. Because you'll start to experience synchronicities. You'll start to experience all kinds of things in your life when you genuinely become curious, you genuinely become interested in, is this possible for me? Is it possible that maybe what I know right now isn't true? And because I've been believing something that's not true, it's creating a result in my life that I don't like and that I want to change, right? So thank you for tuning in with me. Kimberly Denise, you guys have an amazing day. Peace and blessings, and I will see you tomorrow.